They say I might as well face the truth, but I am just too long in the tooth. So I'm an OAB and we meet, but I'm not yet quite got to see. I may be over the hill now that I have retired, fading away, but I'm not yet expired. Blacked out, run down, too old to say, 1 foot in the grave.
26 years sitting behind a reception desk. What must that do to a man's brain?
I shouldn't think it does a lot of good myself.
I suppose it's a bit like one of those polar bears that just suddenly snaps and ends up lumbering around its cage, bellowing at everyone in a rather irrational manner.
Oh, either way, it'll be a merciful release. God, early retirement at 60. You'd jump at the chance.
Anyone would.
How did he take it when you told him?
Oh, great, great. No problem. Well...
You have told him.
Yes. Yes, I will, Mildred. Right. Bye.
Now, have I got everything? Watch, fountain pen, cap, wallet, car keys.
Mrs. Crouch run off with her chiropodist.
Margaret, where the hell did you put my car keys? How did they get in there? I never put them there.
You know, that Derek Gibson.
Derek Gibson is not a chiropodist. He's a foot fetishist. There is a difference. I've got to take the car into the garage this morning. I'm never going to make it.
Oh, and by the way, Mildred, who works in the butcher's, sends you her regards and says she's sorry to hear the terrible news.
That's very nice. What terrible news?
She didn't say. She just said it wasn't worth shoving your head in a gas oven over, and you should think of it as a brand new chapter in your life.
She must have gone completely nuclear. No, I'm going to be late. I'm off. I'll see you this evening.
Yes, bye, Victor.
So, there we are, Victor. As I say, it's never an easy one for us. Still, just think of all that free time you'll have to yourself now. You must be thrilled to bits.
Thrilled to bits.
Of course, the biggest problem of all was, how do you ever replace a man like Victor Meldrew? Well, basically, with this box.
Box?
I know. Isn't it amazing what they can come up with these days? It does everything you used to do, except complain about the air conditioning. In future, you see, all visitors will have a special security clearance code. So when they come in, they just feed the number in here and...
Good morning. Welcome to Mycroft Watson Associates. Mr. Winfrey will be free very shortly. If you'd just like to take a seat over there, we'll call you just as soon as he's ready. Thank you for your cooperation.
I'm sorry we haven't got you a farewell present yet, only the whip round is taking a bit longer than we expected. There were one or two very ugly scenes in the accounts department, which, if you ask me, were right out of order. But, as I say, do feel free to pop in and visit us any time you're passing, giving a minimum of 5 working days' notice and quoting this 6-digit reference number.
6-digit reference number.
Lucky old you, Victor. A man of leisure at last.
Who's Bovril flavour today?
What?
The empty crisp packet in the front lawn. I was expecting prawn cocktail. Funny how things work out sometimes.
God, what a day. We never stopped. Suddenly, everyone's dying at once.
I think you're compiling a special reference guide. The Observer's Book of Crap in your front lawn. Give me something to do in the years ahead.
Wreaths, floral tributes. I've never known such a run on lilies. A cornucopia of corpses, Mrs. Streety called it. You know how she comes out with these funny expressions. What is it? What's the matter?
I've been replaced by a box.
What are you talking about?
It's standard procedure, apparently, for a man of my age. The next stage is to stick you inside one.
They haven't retired you.
Oh, haven't they? Oh, it was all a bad dream, then.
What did they say?
Bugger off, I think, was the general gist of it.
Oh, Victor. Why is it? This seems to be happening to everyone at the moment. It was the same with poor old Arthur. Do you remember? A lifetime of loyal service, and then suddenly, that was it. They said he was past it. And he was only 56.
He was an elephant.
I knew he was an elephant. I'm well aware he was an elephant. He was giving the children elephant rides. So it's obvious he was an elephant. I'm just making the point how suddenly you become dispensable. Why didn't you ring me at the shop or something?
Oh, I don't know. I've been in a complete daze ever since I got back. An hour and a half I spent looking at these two photographs in the paper of Nicholas Ridley in an overturned dust cart. That was one of those spot the difference competitions. Can't even see straight anymore.
I'll make a cup of tea.
26 years.
His hair always looks nice. I wonder what he washes it with.
His vest and his socks, what do you think he washed it with?
What are you saying? It's not real?
Of course it's real. Look at the parting.
That's not a parting. That's the crease where it's folded up in the box, you blind.
Seems in a bad mood tonight. Or is it just me?
Well, obviously it has been a bit of a trial to him, Jean, you know. It's been a real upset, all told.
But then he always did get unbearably irritable at the best of times, didn't he? He always was a moaner.
I'm sorry, he? Who's this he we're suddenly talking about? Dr. Crippen, Haig, the acid bath murderer?
So how big was it then, Mr. Meldrew?
What?
This box?
Well, I suppose it was about 12 inches wide by about... What bloody difference does it make how big it was? It was a box filled with wires and microchips and has taken my job. I'm now officially a lower form of life than a Duracell battery.
You've got to keep busy, Mr. Meldrew. That's the thing.
Find things to occupy yourself, like Jean here. Now, she's never idle, are you?
All our coffee mornings and jumble sales.
Lunchtime shows every Thursday.
In a few minutes, the Paul Daniels Magic Show, which tonight features...
Now, look, there's something you used to do. Conjuring tricks. He used to put on little shows for the children. He's still got all the junk stored up in the loft, you know, silk handkerchiefs, dummy pigeons, you name it.
Dummy pigeons?
Weren't they?
Of course they weren't dummy pigeons. They were real pigeons. How do you think they flew across the stage onto that perch?
Don't ask me, some trickery or other.
They were not dummy pigeons. You don't know anything about it.
So, when are you going to come down to the centre, then? Put on a show for us?
Yes, very funny.
He's too stubborn, I'm afraid.
Yes, they can be at that age.
Oh, can they? Can they really at that age, yes? Senile dementia, I believe it's called.
I believe it is. Of course he's right. You couldn't expect him to still manage it. Not after all these years.
I can still manage it. Don't you worry about that. I'm just not prepared to prostitute my art in front of 6 wizened zombies from the local WI. I've plenty to occupy my time. I've been busy all these years. I'm not going to stop now. Last thing I'm going to be doing is moping about at home all day, feeling sorry for myself. Nine o'clock. 14 more hours before it's time to go to bed. Oh, God. A bloody Wix catalogue. Goody, a comprehensive list of large lap fence panels. How could I have lived without one? Why is it when life's at its lowest ebb, when you really need some good news to cheer you up, the only thing that comes through your letterbox is a bloody Wix catalogue? Oh, my God. Perhaps I'll grow a beard, give me something to do. Must be more to it than this. What do other people do? What are you doing? going to the toilet again. That's the only reason you're going upstairs, to go to the toilet. You only went 15 minutes ago. And the only reason you're going again now is to relieve the monotony. Pull yourself together, man. You're becoming a lavatory junkie. If you go on like this, I'll have to wire your flies together. Weld your zip up with a soldering iron. Do something constructive. Oh, they must be in by now. Give them a call. What have you got to lose? Hello, Stapleton Security Systems. Yes, look, I notice you're advertising for staff in this week's mail crew. Oh, is he? Yes, he can. I'm on 770301. No, that is the home number. No, I'll be here all day. No, I'm not going out. No, I'll be here. Because I'll be here all day, that's why. Yes, in the house all day. Look, never mind sod that for a life. Just ask him to ring me. What? Oh, is he? Oh, yes. Hello. Yes. Well, I was with Watson Mycroft at head office for 26 years. Oh, yes, that's absolutely suitable. Look, yes. Could you hold on a second? There's someone at the door. Yes.
Oh, good morning, sir. My name's Nick. I'm calling on behalf of the Outward Bound Scheme for the Elderly. I'm looking for Mr. Victor Meldrew.
Yes.
Oh, that's you. Oh, that's thrown me. I was told you were in the Granny Annex.
Granny Annex? Look, I'm on the phone just now. Can you hang on for just 1 second, please? Hello, are you still there? Yes, right. Come in for a little chat, why not?
Why not, indeed? Then we can get to know each other, have a friendly little natter. You can't do that standing on the doorstep, can you?
10 o'clock. 10:15. Right, fine. Yes, I'll be there. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Look, what are you...
Friendly natter over a cup of tea. It's also much more personal, isn't it?
Cup of tea?
I won't if you don't mind on this occasion, but it's always nice to be asked. Now, let me tell you a little bit about the Outward Bound Scheme. Basically, we provide little rides, out and about, here, there, and everywhere, really.
I do not want to go to Eastbourne.
Plus a special minibus to Eastbourne. Once a month with a train nurse on board, should anyone suddenly collapse or suffer a wheezing fit of some kind.
Look, who sent you round here?
Oh, I think Mrs. Capshaw from Help the Aged put us on to you, but I'm not quite certain.
But look, you just bloody well piss off. Go and see Mrs. Althorpe at 25. At least she's ready to nail the lid down.
Yes, I hear what you're saying. A desire for independence is perfectly natural. But you mustn't feel that you're being a burden at all. You know, a millstone round the neck of society. I'll tell you what, I'll just give you my phone number, and then you
Look,
can...
if I need a car to pick me up, I'll ring for a hearse.
Lovely to meet you then, Mr. Meldrew. Sorry about the cup of tea. Maybe next time. Bye-bye to you, sir.
Good morning.
Yes. Yes. Well, you are entitled to that opinion, Mr. Glacken, but with... Yes, but with great respect, sir, we saw the end off in good faith, so I don't think we can be... Yes. Well, if that makes you feel better, by all means, sir. Goodbye to you. Good afternoon. You're...
Victor Meldrew, the Crimson Avenger.
Yes, I'm
It's still on the ramp.
I'm sorry, sir?
You promised me it would be ready by 3:30. I've just spent 2 hours getting here on what the Spanish Inquisition used to call an Iron Maiden, but we now call public transport. It is now 5 o'clock, and I can't help but noticing that my car is still stuck up on a ramp with a series of pimply youths in boiler suits and earrings underneath it, fiddling about mindlessly with monkey wrenches.
I'm sure they're working as fast as they can, sir.
They are not working as fast as they can. 2 of them are staging a mock fencing duel with car aerials. Now, what the hell's going on?
Just 1 second, Mr. Meldrew. Yes, there does appear to be a slight hitch with that one, sir. Can you tell me what exactly was the problem with the car?
What do you mean you don't know what's wrong with it yet?
Well, we know what's wrong with it now. I was just wondering what was wrong with it when you brought it in.
Oh, well, it kept sticking in first gear. Half the time, I couldn't get it to go any faster than 10 miles. What do you mean, what's wrong with it now? What have you done to my car?
I do do apologise, Mr. Belgian. It's so difficult to find the parts.
It is if you've dropped them all over the bloody floor. There's a massacre of Glen Cobra spark plugs out there.
I'm afraid it won't be ready for you now until midday tomorrow.
Midday? I've got an interview for a job on the other side of town tomorrow. How am I going to get there?
There we are. Look, we're just passing the park. Oh, look, aren't the geraniums nice? Should we stop and have a look at them?
I think we ought to what a geranium looks like, for God's sake. Can't this thing go any faster? It's 1:45 already.
Oh, look at that lady's hat. That's a nice one, isn't it? I wonder where she got that. Very smart on her.
My goodness, look at the lovely colour of the traffic lights. It just turns such a nice shade of green. Sure, if we sit here long enough, they'll go back to that lovely red again. What's the matter? Why have we stopped?
It's been stalling like this all week, damn thing. Now, if I could just get it on a roll down that slope there, we'd be in business. Ticket, everyone. Just a bit further.
I have this working in just a jiffy, yeah?
I don't think I feel very well, Mr. Meldrew.
I'd like to be a bit stiff. It's been in the attic for 12 years. All it needs is a good clout.
Mr. Meldrew, I don't feel very safe with it.
Maybe the blade's gone a bit rusty. Oh, bugger that. It's certainly sharp enough still.
Mr. Meldrew, what if it doesn't work?
It'll work. Have a little faith.
Oh, I want to get out. I feel extremely dizzy.
No, don't rock the frame like that. It won't do it any good. Perfect. Perfect working order. That's splendid. I'm very pleased with that.
Oh, I think we're going to be sick.
Wasn't that rug? I just cleaned it. Oh, that's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. How long do you want me to do? A half hour? I suppose I could stretch it to 45.
I'll give you a ring tomorrow.
Jean! What's the matter? What's wrong with your neck?
Don't touch it, please. My head may fall off.
Have you been guillotining that woman? I thought I told you to try it on a cushion first.
Where's the pleasure in that? Anyway, it was fine. I didn't think it would be after all that time. I thought it might have gone a bit rusty. The escapology. You think I've still got the knack, Margaret?
How did the interview go?
Don't ask.
I just asked.
Well, don't. I got there 2 hours late in one of my bad tempers and was immediately insulted by some gink in a peaked cap at the front desk. You know what they're like.
What did he say?
He said, you'll have come to do the drains. And I get through to the personnel officer, and he managed to make 3 unpleasant remarks about my hat before I even sat down. So I don't know where to stick his job and left.
Mr. Langersham came into the shop today from your old office with a big leaving card for you. He said they were going to post it, but it would just be a waste of a stamp.
That's all he brought, I take it. He didn't leave a gold watch or a set of priceless wine glasses.
Oh, you never know. There's still time. They could be planning a big surprise or something.
Yes, look, there go another flock of flying pigs.
I've got lamb chops for tea. Is that all right?
All right.
Well, you're going to give me a hand to these potatoes, or do I have to do everything myself?
Just coming.
Any luck?
Yes, at long last. There had been a new clutch, a complete new gearbox, and 4 new tires. I don't know why they didn't stick a new car onto the wing mirror and be done with it. Where are you going?
I said I'd take Mrs. Beckford for a meal tonight.
I thought she was dead.
No, they found out that was a mistake. She's still got a jiffy spleen. Are you going to fix this shelf?
Yes, it's all in hand, don't worry.
Well, make sure it's level this time. I'll see you when I see you.
Bye. Do you like robbery?
Well, we're running a bit late. Can we squeeze in one more question, please?
Yes, I'd just like to ask the Chancellor how he would feel about having a rather large hole bored in his head. That's better. How was it for you, Chancellor?
Extremely well.
Yes?
Mr. Meldrew, it's Mrs. Warboys. I'm down at the community centre. I'm just going through some bits and pieces with Mr. Matthews, who's doing the lighting for us for the show tomorrow.
Yes?
I know it's a bit late, but we were wondering if you could get down here at all. Run through your act, as it were, just to give us some sort of idea.
Couldn't it wait till tomorrow?
Oh, well, Mr. Matthews can't get here till 1. Now the abattoir's gone off flexi time. So you want to pop down about 8? It would be worth your while, I promise you.
Well, look, I'm just in the middle. Will it be worth my while?
Oh, yes, Mr. Meldrew, definitely.
Right. Okay, I'll be there at 8. Fine. See you then. Goodbye.
Bye.
You never know. There's still time. They could be planning a big surprise or something.
Yes, going out for dinner with Mrs. Burkett. Not in that dress, she wouldn't. No, no, it's all making absolute sense now. Right. 8 o'clock.
Just a second, Mr. Meldrew. Hang on there. The lights have just all fused on us.
Oh, dearie me, have they really? Yes.
This way. Here we are. I'm sure Mr. Matthews will have them all on in a sec. Oh. Sorry.
What?
You're all done up like a dog's dinner. You're off somewhere nice afterwards.
What? Oh, yes. It's just I thought,
Yes.
nothing.
So, have you got all your paraphernalia with you then?
Oh, yes. I'll get it out the boot.
Thank you very much then, Mr. Meldrew. It was all very useful. See you tomorrow at 1.
Yes, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You're supposed to fix this, for God's sake!
Having trouble, Mr. Meldrew? Can I give you a lift anywhere?
Back it off!
Comes another one, look. It makes you wonder what their marriages must be like. Hey, he's an old codger by the look of it. Stop next to Sharon.
Excuse me, miss.
Bingo. Here we go. Did you cocked it, sunshine?
The court then heard evidence from WPC Sharon Banks, who had been posing as a call girl as part of a police undercover operation to trap curb crawlers. First observed the accused driving around the area very slowly with a shifty look on his face. She said. After a moment, he pulled up and called out, "Excuse me, miss, but can you spare me some time?" When I asked what he meant by this, he replied, "I may need a hand pumping this thing up." A problem, I gather, commonly associated with elderly men. The court then heard that a search of Meldrew's car revealed a mind-boggling collection of chains, padlocks, and handcuffs. When quizzed about these by the prosecution, he claimed to have been out that night rehearsing an escapology act. Much laughter and merriment from the jury. And though cleared of all the charges before him, Melcher was fined £500 for contempt of court after taking the Bible in his right hand and hurling it at the head of the presiding magistrate. Not been a very good week, has it? Perhaps an electric fire in the bath might be the answer.
Time will sort it out. You can't expect things to run smoothly straight away.
No.
You're like the car, stuck in the wrong gear. You've got to change down, slow down, adapt to a new routine. You've got a whole new life ahead of you, Victor. I mean, you've hardly started. You've got it all still to come.
Yes, that's what scares me.
They say I'm martyrs who won't face the truth, but I'm just too long in the tooth. I started to deteriorate, and now I've passed my own sell-by date. Oh, I am no spring chicken, it's true. I have to block my teeth into chew, and my old knees have started to knock. I've just got too many miles on the clock, so I'm a wrinkly, creepy, set in my ways. It's true that my body has seen better days, but give me half a chance and I can still misbehave. 1 foot in the grave, 1 foot in the grave, 1 foot in the grave.